Good morning. I feel like I've just spent the past 20 minutes trying to get my glasses clean. But we're finally there. Alright, let's start this class trial.
Alrighty, guys, it's finally time. That's right, it's time for the long-awaited class trial. Now then, I shall tell you all the meeting place. At the central island of Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it.
Wait, that's where it is? Hello?
That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock.
Am I ready for this? I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know if I want to know who killed him.
Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance.
So, I had the realization that, like, Kazuichi and his changing story could very well mean that he knows how to get. That, like, he didn't go directly to the office. But I'm not sure if he would have killed anyone. I want it to be Teru because I just want to get rid of him already. But I doubt it is. But I am leaning more towards Kazuichi because Kazuichi is the one whose story, like, noticeably changed.
I'll see you soon.
Alright, let's go. A mountain with a carving of Monokuma's face at the Central Island? Hold on, I turned the game volume down so that it wouldn't be, like, overpowering the starting thing. Like, when I first, like, started, and then I went ahead and, like, loaded the game up and forgot to change the volume back. Where was it? I think it was this way, wasn't it? Oh, good news. I know where exactly one thing on this fucking island is. And it's the Mount Rushmore of Monokuma.
Huh? Are you kidding me?
Huh? Hey, what the heck is that mountain? When did I get there? It was there earlier. Never mind that. How did they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma? Once again, fairly simple solution. They made every other stone statue for, like, all of history.
No way.
That story. That story might be true after all. A lot of skills and explosions. Yeah. Which, I mean, that's something that at least some person in the Danganronpa series should be familiar with somewhere along the line. There might be an enormous organization involved in all this. You mean what Byakuya said before was right? You mean what Byakuya said before, right?
You are right.
Byakuya, we still needed his knowledge. Can't believe he's dead. Honey, are you okay? Byakuya. Chiaki? Not gonna say anything? Oh. What happened to Gundam and Fuyuhiko? She's fine, just give her a napkin off. Yeah, well, yeah, she'll be fine. Just, like, put her to the side for a little bit. Well, Gundam was under the floorboards last I checked, judging by the laughter. Fuyuhiko, though, I don't know. Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
I got it!
Ah, I know. They probably ran away.
No way!
Ah, hell no. There's no way I'd let them escape, you know. He's in the walls and under the floor. By the way, I don't know if I managed to accidentally trigger that laugh twice, and it was only supposed to be once, or if I failed to trigger it every time after that. Because, like, when I first walked back in the building, I heard the laugh. And then when I walked out of one of the rooms, I heard the laugh. But then I didn't hear it any other time after that. I bet Fuyuhiko's skulking in his room. Probably, honestly. Look, I dragged this one back over here.
Don't fuck with me!
I'm telling you, let me go.
Hey, come
Hey
on
now,
now!
if you keep acting violent, I might just eat you up.
Hey!
Hey, Fuyuhiko, what were you doing this time? All this time?
Huh?
Nothing? I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway?
You.
How can you say something so irresponsible?
Do you understand?
We've been doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait!
Not here. That's enough. You too, Fuyuhiko. Dumbass. What's wrong? And I guess we're waiting for Gundam?
What happened?
I am right here.
Now then, let us
Remember this
begin.
well. The main character arrives when he intends to. Huh?
Hey.
It seems you noticed it too. Oh, he's got his earring back. He definitely got under the fucking floorboards. Which means somebody else knows how to get to him too. If I did, then I'm right.
Well now.
Oh, hiccup. Sorry about that. Alright, now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field. Oh, you got fancy, Monokuma.
Wait!
Please wait a second.
What's this?
My, Monami. Just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you. I just see that he's in a good mood. Yeah, he is. I...
What?
You actually want to join in?
You masochistic
You will
mascot!
taste how powerless you are at the class trial. You're an even bigger masochist than I thought.
Special bleeding service!
I'm a big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation.
See ya later!
I'll go ahead and wait for you guys to hurry over.
Huh?
He told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles. I love it.
What's going on?
He mentioned something about a secret entrance, was it? Secret entrance. So,
Be
let's have a chit-chat.
happy!
Be happy. You humans have been spared. Okay, I was gonna see if it would let me ask him. Monokuma Rock. That's the secret entrance. You know what? I think I'm gonna start walking into the lab and just shouting, "Be happy." What the? Something's shaking. This is dangerous. Everyone, please get down. What the fuck? It just like it spit on a whole ass escalator. Something came out.
No way.
Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it? Time to get bored. You did mention that at one point, like in one of the first streams, didn't you? Something about getting bored at some point. I understand now. Yeah, I don't like things moving when they feel like they shouldn't be moving, and escalators or stairs that move, so that also falls under that category. That, and they always have plenty of space for you to look down. I don't do heights. I would hate it.
What?
Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant magazine is trembling with fear. Hamsters are so precious.
Whoa!
What? That's totally suspicious.
Hey!
Forgive me. Seriously, just forgive me already.
Ah.
What is he asking for forgiveness for? Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
No way!
There's no way. There's no way we'll find the killer. Ooh, I don't like that you just said that.
Stupid!
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up, for God's sake. We've come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. Boy, you better keep thinking. If I think, I'll run away. No. No, you can't run away. You can't get off the island. Yeah, Monami is taking it so well. All I could do was stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. And when each of us entered Monokuma Rock... How did it please your brain cells were doing so well? They were! What the tomfuckery just happened?
Huh?
Why did the elevator shake the entire rock? This is an elevator. I see. This entire rock is an elevator. Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases. However, if he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. I don't know. Monokuma would be playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. You're right. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. You mean your thoughts? I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. Oh! All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. Oh, honey. I think they're too busy thinking about themselves and what's going on here. There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Are you... Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending. And then the elevator door slowly opened.
Welcome!
Okay, welcome! This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fate.
Why, you...
What the hell is he thinking? Locking us in a shitty looking place like this?
Don't fuck with
Are
me!
you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole. Complain all you like. I'm used to it by now. I bet you fucking are. You heard an entire class before his complaint, didn't you? Come on. You're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written. Looks like everyone knows, even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked towards the seats we had been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. The ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. Is Hajime worried he's gonna forget everybody else's ability too? Is that why he has said Byakuya so many times? He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending. Oh, look. Alright, there we go. But he also had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. The person who did it is one of us. I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. But if it's really true, we need to find out by any means possible, because that's our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Yes, I would like to save my current progress. Yeah, I'm so glad I don't have to read that again. Set skills. I don't have any skills, do I? I do not. Finish preparations, we good.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Is this going to be... Monami! Honey! I didn't realize your special participation was going to be as a decoration.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
She certainly is there for moral support.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
I think you have to put those collarbones away, because damn.
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it?
I'm going to put my bets on Kazuichi, even though I don't think I'm right.
By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry.
This one will be, but don't worry, there's going to be one later on that is not 100% fair.
I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
Damn! Monami did not ask for you to do that to her.
You hate me that much?
The mushrooms.
Now, let's begin!
You're telling us to begin What are we supposed to do?
I'll stop being so precious. I don't know. Would there? I wouldn't mind finding out. By the way, every time I say her name, I get a little bit closer to just like calling her Tangerine, like as an affectionate nickname, like I call Byakuya Mr. Krabs.
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
I mean, I'm in.
Were you even listening to the rules?
Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, but so is the one who's not there.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds?
Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
Let's see. It says he was trying to get the knife, but I don't think we've realized that the knife was taped to the table yet in game. The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately, we need to find out who murdered him. Yes, Hajime! That's what this entire fucking trial's for! We can't do that. No, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. So the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all your classmates will speak one after the other, without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to move the reticle, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. The tutorial voice is back. Let's start with knife.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Nope. What does that mean? That has nothing to do with what I was saying, right?
Crap!
Seems I made a mistake. Let's try thinking about it one more time. Oh,
Why
I like
was
this gauge
Byakuya's body
better than what
in
the
a
first
place
game had.
like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
Oh, I love her. Huh? Well, he just said was strange. It clearly contradicts the information I know. Okay, so the
Why
truthful
was
one I need
Byakuya's
is
body
this one.
in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
No, that's wrong!
Yeah, let's go.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
I forgot that's what his voice sounds like.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Aw, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Did you think you had a genius idea, or were you trying to cover up, you know, poking him through the floorboards?
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
He didn't ask for any of that, Hiyoko. Damn.
I respond better to praise, you know.
I bet you do.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
Yeah, she really doesn't.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
He really does. Like, he's straight up. I think if you called him good boy, he would melt into a puddle. Especially if, like, Sonya called him good boy.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reason Byakuya dove under the table. If it's connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, then it's probably... Wait, should I be doing this one?
I can prove it with this! It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Okay. I do it just swiveling.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
God, I love her.
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility.
That is a way to phrase that.
But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Unless he put it there.
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand,
Yeah.
maybe he saw it right at that moment.
On the underside of the... Underneath the table. Under a tablecloth, honey.
Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No,
In the
that's not
pitch
possible.
black.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial.
Such great input, Monokuma. During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. But from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there are, there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. This means there will be false weak spots. If you shoot a false weak spot with a If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra careful. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the space key, you can progress the argument slowly. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. However, this does consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Let's go! Alright, knife, blood stain under table, gas and fuck! There's so much shit.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct. If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Ham-Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black. It was so dark I couldn't see my food.
Great
Byakuya
priorities.
couldn't see in the dark either.
But he
No,
could.
that's wrong. No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
Why does she sound so insulted that we corrected her? She wasn't in the room with us.
If he was using those night vision goggles we found under the table, he could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
The other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Were you surprised by Mahiru's sudden argument? Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please, counter the other person's marks with the WASD keys. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the person's remarks, it will skew toward their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen... Wait, fuck, which way is right? This way. Okay. A number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. Ah, fuck. I am doomed. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots, However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage. Plus, it's gonna be very big, just like a regular debate. Please please refute weak spots with the left mouse button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth bullet, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. Huh? Oh, wait, it said truth blade. Huh? What's a truth blade? I am terribly sorry. It appears there has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Let's see if I in any way understand that. I'm gonna leave it right.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Damn it!
Okay, so I need to like. Hold on, I don't know if I follow how to do this. I can't just listen to what she's saying. I also need to respond.
If you just use common, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they couldn't kill Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
I found a hole in your argument. I'm sure Byakuya brought the night vision goggles. I need to refute my hero's claim with
because
evidence.
If they use night vision, then they couldn't kill Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Figured it out.
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, he found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too?
She sounded so sad.
If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
I kind of wish that I had the option to just mute a single character's voice lines. If I can't delete him from the game, then I should at least be allowed to not hear him. I like the voice. I don't like the words coming out.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
I do have to say, with the poses that Hajime and Gundam both have, it looks like they are both offended by what Teru Teru said. The knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too? No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove it.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found.
Huh? Duct tape?
Comfort.
They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Honey, had that not even crossed your mind?
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
Unless he's the one who taped it there.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
I don't know. I feel like when you know that at some point your classmates may try to kill another classmate or you, a body check is perfectly normal.
He probably knew someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
That's the Spirit Gundam, but no.
You think so too, right, Hajime?
Why didn't he just come out and say that there was a note in Byakuya's room? God, I can't get away from that embarrassing pose, can I? Fire door, kitchen, murder set. Yep, this one.
I can prove it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
That's because that's exactly what it is, honey bun.
So, who's the someone?
It doesn't look like it. It is one.
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
Yeah. I love that even Monami questions it.
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies.
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
Actually, no, I think it might matter who wrote it. Because, like, that kind of narrows down who the possible suspects are. Because
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
it's a very strange thing to say, don't you think?
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
Yeah, that's kind of just Byakuya's thing. But that's not out of the ordinary.
I see. A strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Wasn't expecting her to be asking the right questions there.
Obviously, the killer.
Actually, I don't think it was the killer. The killer... I think it will narrow down the list of suspects, but I don't think the killer is the one who wrote the letter. At least not in a... Most of the time, the killers don't write letters as a be careful kind of thing. They write it as a, ha, you can't stop me kind of thing. The killer... Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
Look, I'm not usually on her side because usually she's like raking people over the coals for no good reason.